Yes, it's being live streamed. I got it. And I will hit record now, just in case for backup.
Oh, I don't miss that.
Recording
in progress.
I got it. And I will hit, I'll put this on mute. I will copy this over. Can a prime member forward that to the pandemic page, please, so parents can watch? We can do that real quick. Just let me know when that is out, and I will actually get it going. Let me check the Facebook page.
Wait, I don't even know what the Facebook page is.
And then we will find out who the winner is. Let's go right over here. Apparently it's not, but it hasn't been sent in, so I will have to drop this in myself.
First vote, JT.
I would have voted for you, JT.
First vote, Danny.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought we were doing the first vote off again.
You didn't have to.
Okay. Oh, wait, I got a fan for this.
Hey,
And it was the second one anyway, Kyle.
No, Danny.
The
People-
level of disrespect for me. Oh my god.
People throw the word robbed around a lot, but Danny was robbed. Danny
And
was
it's your
actually
fault.
robbed.
Ooh, I wonder whose fault that was.
Logan's
That was not my
Aaron's
fault.
Can we call it a robbery if it wasn't
All
like...
y'all's fault.
That was not my. I didn't know Logan yet. How could you? You can't blame me.
Oh, okay. Anyway, got you ready. 'Cause I don't have time for their
Okay.
bullshit.
Okay, I sent the link in, so we will get started right now. So, welcome, Survivor Pandemic family, Season 5 alumni players. Welcome back to the announcing of the winner and live reunion show for Survivor Pandemic Safari Silvercrest. It has been a wild ride making all these episodes. The finale episode is still in progress. I've had a lot of work time coming in, and it's been a hassle for me. The episode will be dropped very soon, but just to give a quick rundown of what we got here as of right now. So at final 6, JT got voted off and got 6th place. In 5th place, Ryron got voted off and got 5th place. In 4th place, Trevor got voted off. And then in 3rd place, we had an interesting situation that never happened in the history of Pandemic. Destiny quit at final 3. What happened there? You'll find out in the finale episode when it gets dropped real soon. But because of that, she was not on the jury, leaving us with a final 2 with the jury members of 8. Now, normally, I would wait to reveal the votes of finale. Unfortunately, also on recording, it came down to a tie vote for the first time. I had the finalists plead their case one more time, and now because of that, we are now sitting right here to determine if the results stayed the same or if they had changed. If the results stay the same, we will go to a tiebreaker. If it changed to one or the other, we will have a winner. Kylie, Tiara, it has been a long process. I know you all have been waiting for this moment to see what fate has in store. If any of the jury members flipped, we will see right now. The winner of Survivor Pandemic Safari Silvercrest will have their name on the Facebook page, and we'll have the crown taken over from Sarah from last season to be put onto this season. Without further ado, y'all have been waiting long enough. I will now read the votes. First vote, Kylie. One vote, Kylie. Tiara. One vote, Kylie. One vote, Tiara. Tiara. 2 votes, Tiara. 1 vote, Kylie. Kylie. That's 2 votes, Kylie. 2 votes, Tiara. Kylie. That's 3 votes, Kylie. 2 votes, Tiara. Tiara. That's 3 votes, Tiara. 3 votes, Kylie. 2 votes left. Kylie. That's 4 votes, Kylie. 3 votes, Tiara. 1 vote left. The winner of Survivor Pandemic Scar Silvercrest will come down to a tiebreaker. This never happened in the history of Pandemic.
Fucking crazy.
We're so messy.
I was all getting ready to clap for Kylie.
It's only appropriate with all of the craziness that it ends in craziness.
So here's how we're gonna do this tiebreaker. Never, not once in the history of Pandemic have we had a fire making challenge. This will be the first. So here's how we're going to do this. This will be the official fire making challenge of the game. So if you want to know what the fire making challenges will be for future seasons, this is what will come down to it. So I need each of you to get yourself a pen and paper and write down cards from ace all the way to king. That includes ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, and king. How this is going to work
It's
is that each of you has 13 cards. Your goal is to outsmart your opponent and get your higher cards in first to overtop the other. So let's just say, for example, let's say Kylie puts down a 5, and then Tiara puts down a 6. Tiara would score the point. However, you cannot use these cards for the rest of the game. There will be 13 rounds. Once you use all 13 cards, and your goal is to try to get more points than the other. First person to get 7 points wins this season. If there's a tie, the round resets and you do the whole process again. No, we haven't had. We tested this in the past. It usually comes down to 1 round, so this goes by pretty quick. Just to remind you all of what color suits that each of you all have. Kylie, you are red. Tiara, you are black. Now, one more twist to this. The ace is the lowest card, but the king is the highest card. However, the ace can triumph the king. The ace is the only card that can triumph the king. The king triumphs everything else. Just to keep you all for future notes. So, without further ado, Tiara, Kylie, are you both ready? Here's what I want you to do. I want you both to private message me your first card. Do not put it in the public chat, just private message me on Zoom. This comes down to a battle of wits.
Well, ain't this some shit? This some JT Logan shit.
Tiara, I'm waiting on your card. Okay. Kylie puts down the 5. Tiara puts down the 8. That's 1 point for Tiara. Send me your next card, please. Tiara can't use the 8 again. Kylie can't use the 5 again. Ooh.
God, I hate him.
Okay. Kylie put down the 7. Tiara put down the 6. That's 1 point for Kylie. Send me your next card, please. Okay. Tiara set the 9. Kylie set the 9. That's no point there. Next card, please. Okay. Kylie puts down an 8. Tiara puts down the Jack. That's 1 point for Tiara. We're at 2 Tiara, 1 for Kylie. Next card, please. Okay. Tiara puts down the 7. Kylie puts down the 10. That's 1 point for Kylie. We're at 2-2. Next card, please. Okay. Tiara puts down the 10. Kylie puts down the queen. That is 1 point for Kylie. We're at 3-2. Next card, please. This is getting intense.
I can't keep track of what I've hold on.
We're halfway there. Okay. Kylie puts down the 6. Tiara puts down the 8. That's 1 point for Kylie. Score right now is 4-2 for Kylie. Next card, please. Okay. Kylie said king. Tiara said king. No point there. 5 cards left. Next card, please. The score still Kylie with 4, Tiara with 2. Kylie, I need a card.
I sent you one.
Oh, you did? Oh, sorry. My fault. Okay. Tiara did the 5. Kylie did the 4. That's 1 point for Tiara. The score is now 4 Kylie, 3 for Tiara. There's 4 cards left. Tiara, you can't pick that card. You already did it. Okay. Tiara did the 4. Kylie did the ace. There's now 4-4. 3 cards left. Both of you said 3, no points. Still 4-4. 2 cards left.
How many? What? We've got 2 rounds left?
Got 2 rounds left, still tied. So I will say that even if it doesn't make it to 7, whoever gets the higher score wins. I said only if there's a tie. Yeah, I'm waiting on you. Oh, wait, hold on. I think you're saying yours as well. You both got 2. No point there. Now this comes down to the last cards. So, by the looks of things, we have ourselves a winner. Kylie with the jack. And the winner of Survivor Pandemic Safari Silvercrest is Tiara with the queen.
Good job,
Congratulations.
Tiara.
Good job, Tiara.
Way to go, girl.
Congratulations,
That was
Tiara.
terrifying.
Congratulations.
Kylie, you are the most competitive competitor.
Look, I'm not as mad that I went home early.
Kylie, you stress me the hell out.
Girl, me too.
I love you, but you stress me the hell out.
Way to go,
Congratulations to both of you two for making the final
There
two.
you go. That was quite a nail biter. Guys, congratulations. All right, stick around, everybody. Live. Next minutes. Anyway. Welcome back, everybody, to Survivor Pandemic Safari Silvercrest live reunion show, where we just had the most closest challenge we've had yet. It was very close. It came down to 1 card. Tiara pulled it out. Tiara, congratulations for being the season 5 winner of Safari Silvercrest. How does that feel?
I'm sorry. I'm just still my heart is racing. Jesus Christ. I don't know about you, Kylie, but I couldn't remember what cards I was using.
Yeah.
It's all good. Kylie, 1 card away. 1 card away from taking home the title. You were in the lead for a bit. What happened?
I made a mistake with the ace because I was saving the ace, and then once I realized that Tiara had played her king, I was like, well, fuck.
It's all good. That was definitely a tight race with both of you, but I want to ask you, Kylie, throughout most of the game, you have been the one that a lot of people have been rooting for in this case. You controlled a lot of the votes for most of the time in certain cases. Then when it got to the final 6 one slip of control just pulled away from the grabs, and then all of a sudden you're back in the lower totem pole. But how did you manage to get yourself back up to the final 2 without getting any kind of votes up until final 4?
I mean, I think that a lot of it came in that I put in a lot of work, especially, I say work. Trevor and I, JT and I, and Trevor and Mike, we had a really strong connection. We spent a lot of time on calls with each other. And so I think for me and Trevor, losing Mike and JT basically back to back, I came to Trevor and I talked to him, and I think it just came down to me having a stronger bond with Trevor than Ryan having one. And from there, I was able to stay in control.
Mm-hmm.
I say that. I couldn't control destiny, obviously.
Yeah, so
I don't think any of us could.
That put a little wrench in the
anybody
plans, that little clip there.
Yeah, for sure. So Tiara, Kylie, I want to ask both of you. So had Destiny not quit the game at Final 3, who would you have taken to Final 2? Would it have been Tiara to Kylie, or Destiny, and then Kylie to Tiara and Destiny, vice versa? Who would you take?
I think we
One,
both agree we would have took Destiny.
Destiny.
Okay. So like Tiara. So like had Destiny like still been in the game and you would have taken her to Final 2, do you think you would have won, or do you think Destiny might have had a chance against you and then you might not got the win?
I think, despite what people think, I think Destiny could have made a case for herself. She played the entire game pretty much by herself, whereas all of us had our alliances and people we were working with. Destiny was really a wild card and could kind of move wherever and do whatever she wanted. So I don't think it would have been a lock at all, but I do think she could have made a case for herself.
True. Okay. Now the whole aspect of Pandemic is like always about searching, finding chaos coins, trying to find some idols and advantages. But most of the cases, there's that one moment where like I'm just constantly just laughing at myself. And I couldn't believe that this person still managed to make it to merge, even though they found the Gorilla's great disadvantage. Ryron, for most of pre-merge, like you like had Nyasi gone to tribal, you could have been the vote. But thank God for the one world twist, you're still in one piece. So now, after looking back and watching the episode, do you think it made you like look at people made you look at people a different kind of way now after seeing the episodes?
It made me feel correct. It made me feel right.
And like it made you feel right about what?
I kind of had an idea that I might be the first to go if Nyasi went to tribal. It didn't feel correct, and I wasn't able to be as active pre-merge. So I was kind of struggling to build those connections with people. Because I mean, me and Kaysen, we literally had no connection, even though we were on Nyasi originally together, because I spent too much of my time with Bill, who was shit talking me in the nicest way possible, and Kylie, who was lying to me. So yeah, I should have maybe focused on some other people. I just had no idea.
Right. I mean, like, I wish Bill was here because I have some questions for Bill, but I want to direct it towards Logan. You see, when we look at dynamic duos here, the first thing that comes out of people's mouths are two kinds of duos. There's Logan and Bill, and there's Trevor and JT. So Logan, so tell me about how, so describe to me you and Bill's relationship, and how did you manage to navigate the whole pre-merge when your entire tribe got decimated?
I love Bill. We play a little differently, obviously, than I thought we did, but Bill, like, the thing about Bill is, well, actually, maybe not. You know, I thought, like, you give Bill your trust, and he won't go back on that. Well, apparently he doesn't like being called someone's like underling, because then he gets angry and then does dumb things behind your back. But that's besides the point. For the most part, Bill's incredibly loyal, and because it was getting so desperate, like, he needed me more than I needed him, because I was the one who made the relationships with Shantae, Anthony, Karen, and who else did I vote out? Oh, no one, right? Okay, that's it. But like, I was the one who basically like chose everywhere that we were going with every vote. So at that point, he needed me more than I needed him. And I think because he took a back seat in those first votes, that he felt like he was in the back seat, even though like all the decisions we made, like we talked about. So it wasn't like I did them all myself, but I think he felt that way. So I think our dynamic duo got a little dysfunctional near the end.
Right. Okay. Now, Trevor and JT, I don't know what both of you are on there. Oh, wait, hold on. I see both of you. Okay. So, JT. So,
Yes, Daddy.
So a little bit of a chaotic merge portion that you tried to rally for like most of the game. So when merge hit, you're trying to do the Aussie strong because the whole Dunia tribe got decimated. So it got left out between you and Trevor.
Yes.
Were you two forced to be the dynamic duo, to be the Dom, the Wendell, the Rob and Amber? Like, how did that narrative even come about?
Basically, we'd really been talking since the beginning of the game, but never like game talk. It was kind of like in passing. And then once we realized that it was us against the world, we kind of were like, "What's up, bro? You got me, I got you, we got each other, heard." And that's basically what we did for the whole game. I haven't watched any episodes yet, but I'm sure my confessionals probably I've said that, if it came down to it, would I vote Trevor out? I probably said yes in like a heated moment, but I wouldn't have. I would have fallen on myself for Trevor like I did. But yeah, that's my boy, Trevor. I love Trevor.
Yeah. So Trevor, what's your response to that?
I would pretty much agree with all of that. I feel like whenever we were on Dunia together, I knew JT to be like a threat from the very beginning. And a lot of my pre-merge confessionals are me saying how I cannot work with JT. He's going to beat me at the end. But it just kind of like worked itself out that like he was literally at one point in time the only person who I had to rely on. And so it was kind of just us two till the end. We didn't end up working out totally together because I knew that I would lose to him at the end anyway, but I think that was out of my power regardless. But JT's a great player. We made a great friendship throughout the game, so it was fun getting to know him and playing this game with him.
Right. Now, there's also one more duo that I would like to bring up, and this duo controlled every single merge vote until this person got blindsided hard. Mike and Kylie. They flipped every single vote, and they still managed to stay under the radar. Mike,
Mike, take the fucking glasses off, bro.
Wait,
like, come on, take them off.
Mike,
The shades come back on.
So here's what's interesting about this duo is that Mike and Kylie have never been on the same tribe together. But when merge hit, it's like it naturally came their dynamic came organically. Like, Mike, tell me about your partnership with Kylie and how did that affect your strategy to flip every single vote and still stay loyal to each other?
Well, first and foremost, Kylie is a great person. So initially talking to her, I was like, all right, I like her already. But there was more of a we're both strategic by the numbers, and we saw the numbers. And I basically said to Kylie, and I think you might remember this, I said, Kylie, I don't care if you hate me, I don't care if you love me, I don't give a shit. We need to work together. We can run this game. And she was like, I see it exactly like that as well. So we're like, if you have 4 people over there and 4 people over there and you have 2 people in the middle, it's way better than one. Because if you flip one way, you can always flip back and you always have the majority. So me and Kylie, we just clicked right off the bat, right when we talked. And even if it didn't make sense in the game, I think Kylie and I would have worked together no matter what, because we just clicked like instantly. Like when we talked, I was like, not that everybody else I talked to, like I didn't like, but when me and Kylie talked, I was like, all right, I know, I see the trust. It's there. Like there's nothing that can break it. And I would have given up my game for Kylie, and I did. And I think Kylie would have done the same for me. I hope, or she's just that good. I don't know.
Mike, I don't think you gave up your game for Kylie. We took your game for Kylie.
Oh yeah, you guys took me out of the game for Kylie.
We wanted to take Kylie, but look, she won that immunity.
Yeah,
we wanted to take Kylie so bad.
Yes.
If production came to me and said, look, one of you two can move on, one of you two have to leave, I would have said, all right, take me out. It's all good. And I would have left because I made a friend. So
Okay, Kylie. What's your relationship with Mike? Like, is it like game related or is it more personable? And how did that affect you?
I mean, it started off like he said, we were like, okay, look, neither one of us felt that great. Like, obviously, looking back, Bill really fucked me and Ryron over. Like, if Bill would have not even, it was literally like day 2, Bill told me about how great Ryron is and how they know each other and have this great relationship outside of the game. So I was like, okay, fuck this. I don't want to be a third wheel. I mean, literally from night 1. And so, Bill made it harder on everybody. Okay. We're going to blame it on Bill.
And Kylie, I do gotta say, I would have literally chosen you over Bill is the funny part.
And like seeing it, I obviously know that. And, I think I even told the production team, like, I mean, I still got to the end, but I took the hard route because, it could have been a lot easier. But anyways, back to like me and Mike, we were like, okay, neither one of us felt like we have a ride or die type of situation. And we saw it set up where, you had Logan, Bill, Ryron, Tiara, Antonio on this side, and Logan being, the loud vocal person here. And then you have JT, Trevor, Kaysen, who am I forgetting? Kind of Destiny over here. And JT's being the loud out front person here. I was like, let's just let them do it. Like, go at each other. We'll just flip-flop sides. We're going to take a shot at one side. We're going to take a shot at another side. And we're just going to whittle it down until we're in the majority. And it almost worked out perfectly. But, it started off like, yes, we have to work together out of necessity. But it became a friendship. Like, Mike and I talk almost every single day. Yeah, he's like my little brother.
Awesome. Love that. Now, speaking of big moves in this case, there have been some tremendous blindsides. And I could just name them off like right now on like all the blindsides that happened this season. Danny was blindsided. Anthony was blindsided. Zach was blindsided. Kaysen was blindsided. Mike was blindsided.
Antonio.
Bill was blindsided. 6 blindsides in that's more than half the tribals.
Antonio was blindsided.
Dante and Karen were both blindsided.
Aaron and Antonio too. That's 8 blindsides out of 14, 15 tribals. Kaysen, what was it like watching your blindside? Because I know for a fact that you were still shocked at what happened.
Honestly, I was. But looking back, I clearly was clueless to everything. And Mike, I don't know. I played a game where I put too much trust in people, and I felt like me and Mike had a good relationship because we talked a lot, and apparently wasn't good enough. So I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap it around my head as to why I was me instead of like Destiny or a couple other people. People been telling me their reasons why, but to me it still doesn't make any sense. But it came down to the 2 little flippers and I landed where I was at. So I got played hard. And honestly, I played the game completely blind. I didn't use any of my chaos coins. I felt too comfortable once Niasi started winning, or Niasi 2.0 started winning. So I feel like I was the detriment to my own game, regardless of how I went out, but it still sucked. I'm going to say thank you, Trevor and JT, for having my back 100%, but it is what it is.
Kaysen is a great person, and that's why he got blindsided, because he
100%.
He played the game with his heart. Like you can't even blame. Like I wish I could play like that. Like he is a great person, and that's why he got blindsided, because he trusted people who may not be that great of people.
Okay.
Clearly.
in the game.
Serious.
No, I get that. No, literally hats off to both Kylie and Mike. Like, I didn't see it coming, especially for Mike out of anybody. I wish I could have done a lot of things differently, that's for sure. But I tried to take a swing at freaking Bill, and I missed. I couldn't get Logan. I tried to get Bill, and it missed. So
Right. Hold on. I want to touch on Logan real quick. So while I was airing the episodes, I keep getting comments from fans about one particular person analyzing his whole game, being like, Logan is running the tribe. Logan's being messy with taking a shot at Danny. Like, I'm hearing so many different comments from Logan. Well, sorry. I'm hearing so many fans talking to me about how Logan is playing the game. I'm like, Logan, you're a freaking star of the entire pre-merge. So can you please elaborate? What was your entire game strategy, the entire pre-merge, and why did it make and why did you make your target so big when you could have easily just minimized it? You're on mute.
Oh, better now? Okay.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, you're good.
So I came in and I was going to be quiet, and I was like, the way it was working out, I could have sat there and played quietly. Like me, Danny, Tiara, Antonio, and Mike could have voted out Destiny. Then we could have voted out Mike, and it would have been fine probably. Like the switch would have happened, whatever. But I realized that's boring, and apparently I can't sit there and do nothing. So I threw the entire strategy out the window, and I went, in the worst case scenario, if we kept losing, like Antonio will still probably have my back with them. There's a chance like ties could happen. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's just try and be as messy as humanly possible. Take out the biggest threat on our tribe and make a whole new power alliance with Tiara. And then it worked. And I went, oh, this is fucking fantastic. So, and then of course we swap and I lose all the work I just did. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So then I was like, well, fuck it. Let's do it again. And I made a good relationship with every single one of them. I could have gone every single way I wanted. Like I could have went with Anthony and Shantae, but Bill being Bill, I knew he'd have my back no matter what. So I obviously had to stay with him, and he was already alienated from me, Anthony. So we're like, screw it, let's go take out Anthony and blindside him too. And then I went back and lied some more to Shantae. That was great. She believed me. I made a final 2 with her. She was like, okay, I believe you enough. Let's keep trying again. And then we voted her out. And then poor Karen, like right up until the last minute, like Bill wasn't even at that tribal council, and I still voted out Karen. I felt terrible. That was the hardest one, was voting out Karen. I felt legitimately bad because Bill wasn't even there, and I still voted her out. And she told me about the advantage she had, and like she went to the other tribe's tribal council, and we're still discussing our plans for what's going to happen after the vote. Oh, it was bad. And then and then we get to merge, and I'm like, well, I'm probably screwed. So that's why I tried so damn hard on that stupid eating challenge right off the bat, because I had made my target way too big. And then it doesn't help that every person I was like partially aligned with was making my target even bigger. So it didn't matter what I did at that point. Like Mike's throwing me under the bus, Ryron's throwing me under the bus, Bill's throwing me under the bus. It didn't matter what I did. My target was going to be huge at that point. So I went, fuck it, let's just keep going. And then I happened to win like too many immunities in a row. Although I really shouldn't have won that damn Codenames one. That's where the game went off the rails. If we would have lost that one, I would have been in better shape.
Right. Well, I will say it is now time that we're going to get to the awards. Throughout the season, we have been watching, and we have decided to give a little bit of parting awards gifts for what happened in game. So with that, hold on. Yeah. You know what? I haven't got a chance to address a question to Danny, but since you saw how Logan output in your demise, what do you have to say towards that?
Oh, I don't have anything just to say to Logan. It goes to Logan. It also goes to Tiara. Also goes to Mike. Also goes to Antonio. Fuck all y'all hoes. But also congratulations, Tiara. But I also have a question, because I want to know why I was the threat, Logan. Because I don't see what I did to you. We talked that afternoon right before. We had made such a good alliance, and we were just all talk goody goody. Why you had to play me like that?
I also wanted you to not play anything if you had it because I was
I
worried.
didn't have anything. I told you I didn't.
So at that last conversation, I literally, I think I made a confessional. I'm like, that's a little too late. Like, I was like, if that conversation happened the day before, I probably wouldn't have done it. But up until that point, like, the only conversation I had with you previous to that was, oh, I already talked to Antonio and Tiara today. We should talk later. And I'm all like, well, fuck you. Like, we talked afterwards, and I understand, like you thought we were vibing well, so you were focusing on the other people who you were trying to make a better like vibe with. So oops, I missed that good vibe to begin with.
But you're the one that made the plan to get me out of here, though.
Huh?
But you're the one that made this plan, though.
Yeah, well, because I felt well, I didn't know Destiny was such a wild card, but with the little in I thought that Mike had with her, I thought we'd be gaining an ally who wouldn't screw me over. Boy, was I wrong.
And see, exactly, you were wrong.
Because I literally thought I could just buy her entire loyalty for the rest of the game because she shouldn't have had a game if it wasn't for me.
Look at Logan admitting he's wrong.
Oh yeah, it backfired horribly at that stupid Codenames one. Although no, it backfired at the merge when she was all like, "I want to do a Logan one." So whatever, we should have voted her out that night too.
I already talked to Mike. Tiara, why did you flip? Because I don't understand.
I flipped because we did not have full information, or at least I did not have full information. So you, I, and Antonio had a conversation like the night before.
Mm-hmm.
You said you knew Robert. I said I knew Bill.
Yes.
Antonio doesn't say
Didn't
shit.
say anything.
Meanwhile, I find out later he knows Logan, he knows Bill, he knows Ryron. So I can forgive you if you say you don't know one person, but you're telling me you don't know three people. Mm. So I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at it, well, Logan wants to get you out. Obviously, Destiny's going to go along with that plan because that saves her. Why would she not? I had talked a little bit to Mike. Mike seemed like he was on board with getting you out. And I said, I don't trust Antonio to stick with you and me. So at that point, what am I going to do? Am I going to stick with you and have the four of them vote you out and then target me next time if we lose? Or do I go along with the vote? So I love you, but at that point in time, it was like, what am I going to do? Am I going to sacrifice my game and just to be out next round? Or what am I going to do?
You. No, I love you. I'm glad you won. I also love Kylie. Congratulations to both of you. Also, fuck you, Logan. Fuck you, Mike. Fuck Antonio the most. But I also love all of y'all. Y'all are amazing. I'm done with my conversation. Bye. Good night.
All right. On that note, let's get into the awards of the season. Let's start off with the hero of the season. Honorable mentions are Trevor, JT, and Kaysen. Hero of the season was JT. Congratulations. You get hero of the season.
Congratulations.
For villain of the season.
The hero of the season?
Hot Mess Express got hero of the season.
I'm the hero of the season? What? OMG, thank you. Told you guys I wasn't so bad, Logan.
I feel like the only way I could qualify you as the hero if I end up getting the villain over Kylie or Mike, because then it makes sense.
I am not a villain. I am a hero. I am very heroic. I laugh in the face of danger. That's number one. Number two,
laugh in the face of everybody.
Yeah.
I would never. I laugh behind your back, not in your face.
You said you'd sell it your own grandma and Jesus or something. That's the hero.
I would vote out my own grandma. No problem.
We're all trash.
I
promise you, I would too.
That says everything about the season. The hero would
sell
his grandma.
That's the hero who sells their own grandma.
This is giving me very.
Write my grandma's name down in a heartbeat. She better she better roll her fucking dice and try to get her immunity.
All right, villain of the season. We have Mike, Logan, and Kylie. The villain of the season was Logan. Congrats.
That's all I wanted. That's all I-
Congratulations, villain of the season.
Pretends to be
Right,
shocked.
right.
Hey, hello? What you mean?
Clearly you miss me yelling at everybody.
Okay, we have Gone Too Soon award. Honorable mentions are Danny, Shantae, and Zach. The person with the award goes to Danny for Gone Too Soon.
Hey.
I said
I mean,
Rob.
also,
Josh,
it
Every
makes
time
Yeah.
you say honorable mention, I think that you're about to list a list of losers, but instead you're
Right.
giving the nominees.
True.
got it too. But hello.
That's kind of how I would word it, but yes. Okay,
Because Logan's an asshole. Anyway, bye.
okay. Strategists of the season. We have our nominees. If you want to word it that way. We have Kylie, JT, Mike, and Logan. The winner for strategist goes to Kylie. Congratulations.
Come through, Kylie.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Kylie.
Miss Strategist
Take
Queen.
the crown. Take the
Oh,
crown.
thank y'all.
Now, for best social player, we have JT, Tiara, and Kylie. The winner for best social goes to Kylie. Congratulations.
We did all love Kylie until the end.
No, she had her head
I
in
mean,
everybody's
why would
pockets.
you
Let's
not
be
love
real
Come
her?
about
on,
that.
social game.
Oh, you
Well,
see our
that's nice.
personality?
I did
Am I the
expect
only
that
person
way.
she didn't want to talk to? Am I?
Come on, information.
A
Comp
social
beats.
game Destiny.
Okay, we have comp beats for the season. There was no nominees for this one. It was kind of a clean sweep on this one. It was Logan who won the first 3 protections for safety and immunity. And Logan,
Good
After
job.
losing every tribe challenge.
Go-
Yeah.
Don't push it. Good job, Logan.
Thank you.
okay, so we now have the worst move of the season. So here are the nominees for this. We have Antonio voting out Danny over Destiny. We have Mike telling Antonio / Tiara he has an idol / fake idol, which made him a target.
But I stayed.
And then we have Bill telling Mike too much info that got him voted out. The worst move of the season was Antonio voting out Danny over Destiny, and he kept on talking about it over in jury.
Yes, I love that. That's
Not this. Not being the highlight of the season. Hello.
Hey.
Back to bite him in the ass.
Even she flipped on him like 3 votes later. That was definitely the worst
Yeah,
move.
but the thing was,
I
Antonio
mean-
didn't have a choice. The moment I convinced Destiny that it was gonna work. So me, Mike, and Thing, we could have forced a tie anyway. So Tiara wasn't gonna she wasn't gonna go to rocks for Danny. So Antonio didn't really have a choice.
Yes.
I
and
bullied him into it.
I found out that move later, but with that, I still don't see why you tried to make that move when I was telling you we already have a plan. I'm not going against you. I was.
Oh, I
working
didn't believe.
towards-
Up
Did you not
until,
believe me?
No.
Why? What did I do?
Because you
to
were
not make
having more
believe you?
conversations with Tiara and Antonio than you were
Yo,
me. So I was like, screw it.
Jason.
You had 2
Jason.
days.
But
Anyway,
This is
Also,
a lot
I got
of
bored.
This is a lot of yelling
Oh.
for first boot of the season.
yeah.
I have
Okay.
a lot. Okay, Ryron, don't come for me. I was
Oh, and
second
also,
boot.
to be
Leave me
fair,
alone.
With
Stop calling me first boot.
Antonio did something shifty. Like earlier, he told me something about I had figured out that Tiara had gotten that Tiara knew Bill because I figured it on like Super Duper's page. So I told Antonio, and Antonio was like, "Yeah, I already know. Tiara already told me." And I was like, "Oh, why didn't she tell me?" And I'm like, "Why didn't you tell me?" So then I went to Tiara and told Tiara that I knew Ryron, Bill, and Antonio on purpose to undermine Antonio.
And
So,
I wish you
yay!
hadn't. And I wish you hadn't.
Oh no, I needed it at that point.
Hey, your own game. Anyway, Josh, what else do we have to do?
Okay, now we go to best move of the season. Now this one was actually a tight one, so it really came down to either or. But so the nominees are Kylie and Mike playing both sides of the merge and not being seen for weeks. Ryan finessing both sides to blindside Kaysen. Logan controlling pre-merge, basically dictates who he was able to go. And then JT and Trevor teaming up with Ryron/Tiara to blindside Mike. The best move of the season was Kylie and Mike playing both sides of the merge tribe, both sides of the merge tribe.
Good job. Come on.
Motherfuckers.
Wow.
Congrats.
Ryman's like, I'm over
You
this
little
shit.
flippers.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is last minute people did not want to vote Kaysen, and I was like, please listen to me.
I heard that you didn't even want to vote me in the beginning.
Not
of
at
it.
first, but then I was like, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted Trevor out.
We didn't want to vote Tyson. We really
Okay,
wanted. We were really gonna do Trevor.
Then why the hell did it land on me?
Because
You were safer.
I
You were a
didn't want to
safer
get rid.
bet.
If
I
JT
did
has
not
an
want to get
idol,
rid of
you
Trevor.
know, that would be too obvious to go for JT first. So, you know, he would give it to Trevor.
I could have equally been a number for any of y'all,
Let's
but I was
do-
a safe bet.
We tried. You threw my Cersei ass under the bus.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I can't deny that.
Okay. Now we're going to have the most messiest player. The nominees are JT, Logan, Antonio, and Mike. The most messiest was actually a tie
Antonio.
between two people. It was actually Logan and Antonio.
Ew.
Wow.
Yes, I'm glad I didn't win that one. I did not want to win that one.
Messy bottoms.
Oh my God, I was like, it better be those two. It better be those two.
I would
I
have
was
said
hoping
Mike.
it'd be Antonio and Mike. Now I'm sad that I tied with Antonio. Ugh.
Okay.
I wasn't
Now we
that
got
messy.
most loyal. Now we got most loyal.
Yeah.
The nominees are Tiara, Bill, and Trevor. The most loyal goes to Tiara. Congratulations for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Makes
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And that's why the votes lined up the way it did. It makes sense.
Okay, now the most chaotic. Honorable mentions are JT, Kylie, Mike, and Logan. Most chaotic goes to Mike. Congratulations.
Congrats,
call.
Mike.
Go off.
Where's those shades at?
Put the shades
I
on.
got the shade right here.
Now we're
There
gonna
they
go.
are.
Now we're gonna go to best showmance of the season.
Ooh.
We have Antonio and Danny,
Yeah.
It's not this shit.
JT and Trevor,
JT Trev.
It's gotta be.
Logan and Danny, Logan and Antonio, and
Not me being the
lastly,
showmancer.
Logan and Bill.
Wow.
The best showmance of the season is
Love it, Amber.
JT and Trevor. Congrats.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
That's the logical
It
choice.
had to be. It had to be.
The Amber and Rob, the Amber and Rob.
Okay. Lastly,
Sorry, which one are you, Trevor?
I think it's Amber, right?
Okay, last but not least, it's the big one. It is the player of the season. The 4 people nominated for this are Logan, JT, Kylie, Ryron, and Mike. Mike, it is not you.
Thank God.
Byron, it is not you.
No shit.
JT, it is not you.
Dang.
Kylie and Logan. The player of the season goes to Kylie. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats, Kylie.
Congrats, Kylie.
There you go.
Congrats, Kylie.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I want to throw in a bonus one. I want to throw in a bonus one for the kindest player of the season. I want to throw in a bonus one for kindest
Kaysen.
player. And the nominees are Kaysen, Trevor, and Bill. The most kindest player is Kaysen. Congratulations.
Yep.
Yes. Come on,
Thank
Kaysen.
you.
He's just
Yo,
a great
I'm
dude.
switching that
He's a
shit
great
up. I like the Lord.
Oh, hold on.
I'm switching that shit
I'm
right
throwing in
up.
one more. It is the GOAT of the season.
God.
So the GOAT of the season. So nominees are Destiny, Bill, and Trevor. GOAT of the season was Bill.
Nice. He was.
And-
It's about time. The GOAT.
Okay, so that is it for season 5 of Survivor Pandemic Safari Silvercrest. It has now come down to a close. Thank you all for season 5 Safari Silvercrest players for coming in with this experience. I hope you all had fun. Congrats to Kylie and Tiara for making it to final 2. Congrats to Tiara for the win. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tease for season 6. We are going to China. Ooh,
Yeah.
I know.
Ming Dynasty.
I'm excited to watch it.
Currently
Kill me.
being recorded as we speak. And all
Is
I gotta
anybody-
say is the cast
Okay.
is insane.
Is
That is
anybody
all.
on this call in that game right now?
No.
No,
Well, maybe.
no.
Could be
It's a new
someone.
cast, JT. It's a new cast.
Oh, okay.
But
Hey,
on
JT, I'm
that
coming back.
note,
I'm coming back. I'm getting my redemption.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yo, I'm not going to be Mr.
Alright,
Nice
on
Guy.
that note, all right, on that note, thank you once again, the Survivor Pandemic alumni players, for coming in and watching and viewing for the show. I wanted to give a personal thanks to my members of production, Sheldon, John, Darcy, Tyler, Kevin, and I hope I didn't miss anyone else. Sheldon, I believe I said you already.
Cameron.
And Ryan. I like to thank all those members of
Cameron.
production for assisting out for this season. And Cameron and Dan. Yes, Cameron and Dan, thank you all for coming in and helping me out with the season. It is definitely a long process. I couldn't have done it without you all. You all are amazing people. I cannot do this without you all. And on that note, it is time to put season 5 to bed. We are now going to go into season 6 in China. Stay tuned for episodes coming out later, probably in the summertime. We will see you all. We will see you all then. I hope you all have a good evening. Good night.
Cheers, season 5.
Yeah, congratulations to Tiara.
Yeah, congrats,
Huge
Tiara.
W. That's
Oh,
amazing.
Tiara, you did that.
Congratulations.
Shameless plug. If anybody wants to play a Big Brother game, season 5 of my Big Brother game, Twist Out, applications are going up this week. It is a horror movie theme. So if you guys want to play, hit me up and I'll send you an app.
Yo, JT, send one to me. My girl wants to play. So
Yes.
And
Send
also,
one my way.
Josh, you did not point out the fact that there was only 5 women in this whole game, and
Wait, what? We're gonna
Let's make
change
that.
that.
6. There was 6.
6.
Yes. I would like to mention that, like, 2 things. One, because this cast was like there was like a short amount of women playing this game, but 3 of them made final 3. So congrats to them for that. Also, thanks to Tiara winning, we now officially have 3 women winning Pandemic and 2 guys winning Pandemic. So there is that.
Let's
Danny,
go.
Josh, you didn't mention once how Danny was robbed. Danny, what's your take on this?
On me being robbed?
I'm kidding.
I was like, what? I already know.
Hey.
yeah, hold on. I'm closing the live now. So congrats,